You are not lazy, and you are not broken. You are simply tuned into the wrong frequency. The weight on your chest feels like a boulder, doesn't it, every morning? It's there pressing down, making it hard to breathe. The numbers in your bank account mock you. The emails pile up. The dreams you had as a child now feel like distant ghosts, fading with each unpaid bill. You've worked so hard, prayed so sincerely, tried every trick in the self-help book, and still the universe feels like a locked door with no key in sight. I know how tired you feel. That exhaustion isn't just physical, it's a soul-deep fatigue, the kind that makes you wonder if you're cursed, if the universe has turned its back on you. Forever you lie awake at night, replaying conversations, wondering what you did wrong. The fear gnaws at you. The doubt creeps in. You start to believe that maybe, just maybe, abundance really isn't for people like you. You tell yourself you just need to try harder. You need to wake up earlier. You need to cut out the distractions. You need to follow the 5 a.m. club routine, the 10-step manifestation method, the 7-day detox of your mind, body, and spirit. You've done the courses, you've bought the planners, you've followed the gurus, and yet, no matter how much you push, no matter how much you force, the results never seem to come. The universe doesn't respond, the opportunities don't appear, the money doesn't flow. And that's when the guilt starts to creep in. You blame yourself. Why can't I just get it right? You compare yourself to others who seem to have it all together, who effortlessly attract success. While you're still spinning your wheels, you start to question your faith, your worth, your very existence. Maybe I'm not meant for more. Maybe I'm meant to struggle. But here's the soul-shattering truth. You've been missing. This struggle isn't happening because you're unworthy. It's not bad karma. It's not divine punishment. It's not because you didn't pray hard enough or manifest correctly. It's biological. Your brain has been hijacked by a frequency that keeps you small, scared, and stuck in survival mode. The slave wave, the beta wave between 13 and 30 cycles per second, is constantly flooding your system with cortisol, shrinking the part of your brain that connects you to God, to the universe, to the effortless flow of abundance. That part of your brain, it's called the hippocampus. And when it shrinks, your ability to receive divine guidance vanishes. You can't hear the whispers of opportunity anymore. You can't trust your intuition. You're stuck in a hamster wheel of stress. And no amount of hard work will break you free because you're fighting against your own biology. Think about it. How many times have you set a goal, worked tirelessly toward it, only to find yourself right back where you started? How many times have you manifested something small, a parking spot, a random $20, but only to lose it just as quickly? That's not a failure of your efforts. That's a failure of your frequency. You're operating in beta, the survival brainwave, where scarcity is the only language your nervous system understands. In beta, you're in fight or flight mode, even if there's no actual threat. Your body doesn't know the difference between a looming deadline and a lion chasing you. It just knows stress, and stress keeps you stuck. But here's the beautiful part: your brain isn't broken, it's just been hijacked. And if it can be hijacked by one frequency, it can be reclaimed by another. For decades, the most powerful organizations in the world have known about the power of sound frequencies. The CIA studied them, corporations used them to manipulate consumer behavior, governments weaponized them. Why? Because they discovered something terrifying and beautiful, that certain frequencies can literally rewire your brain. They can shrink your hippocampus or expand it. They can lock you in beta or lift you into theta. The slave wave keeps you in a state of constant vigilance, where every dollar feels like a battle. But theta, the billionaire brain wave, is the frequency of flow, of trust, of effortless creation. This isn't some new age fantasy. It's neuroscience. And the people who understand this don't just get rich, they stay rich, because they're aligned with the natural rhythm of abundance. You've been kept in the dark, but now you're awake. You're seeing the invisible cage. You're feeling the weight of the slave wave lifting. And that's why you're here, searching for answers, because deep down you know there has to be a way out. Let me give you a real-life example of what this looks like. Meet Sarah. She was a single mom working 2 jobs, barely making ends meet. She tried everything: side hustles, budgeting, apps, even a $500 manifestation course that promised to rewire her subconscious. But no matter what she did, she felt like she was running in place. Then she stumbled upon a video about brain frequencies. She tried the 7-minute sound ritual for a week. Within days, she noticed something different. She started receiving unexpected refunds on old purchases. A client called out of the blue with a last-minute project. A friend offered her a free apartment for a month. While she got back on her feet, Sarah didn't do anything differently. She didn't get a new job or win the lottery. She simply shifted her frequency, and the universe started responding. Or take Mark, a corporate executive who was drowning in debt. He was making 6 figures, but felt like he was barely keeping his head above water. He followed every finance guru's advice: side gigs, investments, budget cuts, but the debt grew anyway, until he tried the sound ritual. Within a month, he received a surprise bonus. He hadn't even applied for. A long-lost relative left him a small inheritance. And most importantly, his intuition started guiding him toward opportunities he would have ignored before, like a real estate deal that tripled his money in 6 months. Mark didn't win the lottery. He didn't get a promotion. He just stopped being a magnet for lack and started being a magnet for flow. These aren't isolated cases. These are real people who were stuck in the same cycle you're in right now. And then something shifted, not because they worked harder, but because they started operating at a different frequency. The solution isn't more hustle. It isn't another course. It isn't praying harder or manifesting louder. The solution is to heal the organ that's been damaged, to restore your hippocampus to its natural state, to shift your brain wave from beta to theta. And you can do this with something as simple as sound. Imagine waking up without that not in your chest. Imagine looking at your bank account and feeling a calm certainty. Instead of panic, imagine money appearing where you least expected, opportunities flowing to you like a river. Imagine your intuition becoming so sharp you can't ignore it anymore. This isn't a dream, this is the natural state of a brain operating in theta. The 7-minute sound ritual isn't a product, it's a blessing. It's a transmission of the abundance frequency designed to regrow your hippocampus and unlock your theta wave. It uses precise sound waves to coax your brain back into its natural state of flow. No more forcing, no more struggling, just healing. You don't need to work harder, you just need to heal. This ritual works because it speaks the language of your brain. It's not just white noise. It's not just another meditation app. It's a scientifically engineered sound wave that gently pulls you out of beta and into theta. And once you're there, abundance doesn't just become possible, it becomes inevitable. People who use this ritual report feeling lighter within days. They start noticing money appearing in unexpected ways. Their intuition sharpens, their stress melts away like ice in the sun. They stop feeling like they're fighting the universe and start feeling like the universe is conspiring for them. Let me tell you about James. He was a freelance writer drowning in student loan debt. He tried everything: affiliate marketing, coaching, even a part-time job driving for a rideshare app. Nothing stuck. Then he tried the sound ritual. Within 2 weeks, he received $3,000 payment from a client he hadn't worked with in over a year. Out of the blue, a week later, he got a retainer offer from a new client that doubled his monthly income. James didn't change his strategy. He didn't get a new degree. He didn't network more. He simply shifted his frequency, and the money started flowing. Or consider Lisa, a small business owner whose store was on the brink of closing. She tried every marketing trick in the book: social media ads, influencer collaborations, flash sales. Nothing worked. Then she started using the sound ritual daily. Within a month, a local news outlet featured her business in a segment. Customers started walking in who had never heard of her. And the best part, she started receiving anonymous gifts, $50 here, $100 there, from people who wanted to support her. Lisa didn't get a miracle. She didn't win the lottery. She just stopped being invisible to the universe and started being seen. These stories aren't magic tricks. They are biology in action. When your hippocampus expands, when your brain shifts from beta to theta, you're no longer operating from a place of lack. You're operating from a place of trust, and trust is the language of abundance. But why does sound have this power? Because sound is vibration, and vibration is the language of the universe. Everything in existence is made of energy vibrating at different frequencies. Your thoughts, your emotions, your very selves are all vibrating at specific rates. When you're stuck in beta, your vibration is low, fear, doubt, scarcity. When you shift into theta, your vibration rises, trust, flow, abundance. The slave Wave keeps your vibration. Low, it keeps you small, it keeps you stuck. But theta is the frequency of creation. It's the space where miracles happen, where ideas come effortlessly, where money flows without force, where opportunities appear without effort. Think about the last time you felt truly in the flow. Maybe it was when you were a child creating something without overthinking it. Maybe it was during a moment of deep meditation where time seemed to disappear. Maybe it was when you received an unexpected blessing that felt too perfect to be a coincidence. That's theta, that's the frequency of your natural state. But modern life has trained us to stay in beta. We're constantly bombarded with notifications, deadlines, and obligations. Our brains are wired to stay on high alert. Even when there's no real threat, we've forgotten how to trust. We've forgotten how to receive. We've forgotten that abundance is our natural state. The 7-minute sound ritual is your reset button. It's your way back to the frequency you were born to live. And it's not about adding more to your plate. It's about removing the blockages that have been keeping you stuck. You might be thinking this sounds too simple. If it's just sound, why isn't everyone doing it? Because most people are still stuck in the old paradigm, the paradigm of hustle, of force, of lack. They believe that to get ahead, they have to grind themselves into the ground. They believe that abundance is earned through suffering. But that's the lie the slave wave has been feeding you. The truth is abundance isn't earned, it's received. And you can't receive when you're operating in, for you can't receive when your brain is shrunk by cortisol. You can't receive when you're stuck in a state of constant vigilance. But when you shift into theta, receiving becomes effortless, because that's what theta is, the frequency of receiving. It's the space where ideas come to you, where opportunities land in your lap, where money appears when you need it most. I want you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine what your life would look like if you woke up tomorrow and the weight on your chest was gone, if the numbers in your bank account weren't a source of stress, but a source of calm, if money flowed to you as naturally as breath. Can you see it? Can you feel it? That's not a fantasy. That's your natural state. And it's available to you right now. The sound wave is waiting for you. It's just a click away. Don't let another day go by feeling like the universe has abandoned you. You deserve ease, you deserve flow, you deserve abundance. Click the link in the description, download the ritual, and let the healing begin. The frequency is calling you home.